I'm going to start off with positives. So the animation, I did like the animation. I liked the character, or rather the actor who played the King Hammerhand. I think he did a really great job. The characterization in general of his persona was very enjoyable. That bit was good. So the animation was on par. The King Hammerhand was good. To be honest, even like the actress who played Hera did a good job. And in general, like a lot of the different actors were good. I'm not going to do any heavy spoilers, but I'm just going to say that the first half of the movie, very, very slow. It takes probably like an hour for it to really sort of get moving. The whole idea, the message part is overbearing. I thought that they were going to do in terms of it kind of being like the agency of Hera. I thought it was going to be light touches. Unfortunately, it wasn't light touches. It was really overbearing. I don't know that it was, quote unquote, as bad as many people characterize Galadriel, or it wasn't as bad as the Rings of Power, Galadriel season 1, where I don't need any help. I can do all things by myself. It wasn't that level. But that said, it still was kind of like the Hera character is knowledgeable and has insight, and then there's, I hate to go here, but there's kind of like these dumb men. There's just sort of like getting in the way, don't know what they're doing. And that kind of premise just kept going on. And it, to me, it was a little bit too on the nose. So I found it a little bit much. I don't mind strong female characters, but just like, especially like the first 45 minutes and the first half an hour was really strong, like the messaging. And then, then also the alternative of that is that the idea is that, women, if they want to have like kind of like a maid or something, then they're kind of weak. I mean, so like agency means that you have to be completely independent, and then, using the words of the movie, kind of like wild or whatever. But, the message just, I just didn't really get with it. Now, my rating, in some ways, like I really didn't like a lot of stuff they did, but I mean, I would give it like 60 on 100, which is still not really passing. Some people, like, maybe they feel like it's a 1 or a 2. To me, it was like 60%, because, like, for example, there were parts that I can't lie, I loved. Like, there were action sequences which were really awesome. And I think I started us off with the King Hammerhand, like a lot of the action sequences with him. I loved every single one of those. I'm not going to front. I don't want to just like say, oh, everything sucked. I don't believe that. I did like the animation. But even with the parts that I like, I have to be honest that if I were just solely watching this for me, I was tempted a few times, especially during the part where, to me, like the messaging, I think it was so strong. I really wanted to just get up and get like a refund. I mean, after like 10 or 15 minutes, I was kind of like over it, to be quite honest. And even after like 45 minutes, I was kind of over it. There were large passages where I thought that the writing was really boring and stale. So it wasn't just the whole kind of message and this Hera that's not even a real character. It was just that the writing itself, I really wasn't sure where things were going. And then even in terms of the Middle Earth that we know, it just really just didn't work. I think if you want to enjoy this flick, if you go to it and you just pretend that it's a regular anime, then you'll be able to enjoy it better. To be honest, for most of it, I just pretended I was watching like a regular anime, and that's why to me, I was like, able to be like, that's the main reason I was able to sit there and watch the whole thing, is I just pretended it was a regular anime. I pretended it wasn't Tolkien, and I was able to see the whole thing by doing so. And to leave it there, so if you like what you heard, go ahead and like, subscribe. If you want, you can join a membership. If you join the membership, you'll be able to see footage that I can't show because it gets flagged by YouTube. I have that, especially if I use anything from the Jackson films. So I'm going to wrap it up. Y'all have a good one.